Heat number 1 of your M&T Motorsports IMCA Sport Compacts out on the racing surface now. On the pole is going to be the 98 of Skylar Savage to the outside. Colin Gossage to the 14. Row 2 to the inside, we see the 13T of Richard Gray to the outside. 442 of Mike Vogt. Levi Volkert, Taylor Brown, Gilbert Aldape, Bobby Bolin, and Jacob Hebelman will send us to green flag racing off of turn number 4. Bad start from Colin Gossage as he is swallowed up by a hornet's nest, as now he's battling for the third spot in a 3-wide situation. The 712 of Levi Volkert, different car than we're used to seeing him run, as he had some trouble with his 712 machine in Denison just last week. Got into a major wreck as another car had rolled over. Thankfully, everybody was okay after that one, as through turns 1 and 2 they go. We're 3 wide for the third spot. Gilbert Aldape diving into the inside. Richard Gray, the meet in the middle as he goes through turns 3 and 4. And on the high side, the 35 JR Taylor Brown, fresh graduate of high school. Welcome to the real world, Taylor, as you go through turns 1 and 2 on the high side, battling for that third spot. Meanwhile, the battle for 5th, 3-wide situation. Volkert's in the middle of that one. He's trying to find his way back up, as now to the inside for that third spot. Aldape's got company. Little contact from Taylor Brown going into turn number 1. That's still going to give the position to second spot to Aldape, as he's able to get that drive down the low side ahead of Mike Vogt. Vogt holding on to the second spot, but Skylar Savage, the 98, is going to have company here. The 7G looking to the inside. We got 2 laps to go. A battle for the race lead raging on. Down the back straightaway, coming from near the back of the pack, the 7G of Gilbert Aldape. Aldape drives it off of turn number 4 to the white flag. He secures the race lead. Through turns 1 and 2, Savage is going to try and drive around the outside. Not quite able to get there. He's only going to have 1 set of corners to do it. But through turns 3 and 4, from the outhouse to the penthouse, it's Gilbert Aldape to heat race number 1. 3 wide almost for the second spot. That went to Savage, and it was Vogt, Brown, and Volkert, your top 5. Colin Gossage rounds out the 6th spot. Then it's Bolin, Gray, and Hebelman, your field in heat race number 1. Row number 3 to the inside will be the 24R of Nathan Recker, to the outside the 51 of Jacob Walding. Row 4 to the inside, we see the 15T of Tyler Thompson, the last race feature winner a couple weeks ago. To the outside, the 22A of Tony Anderson. Shotgun on the field of this one will be the 11 of Justice Lamogas. If I mispronounce that, I am sorry, as we're green flag racing off of turn number 4. Lamogas. Thank you, Scotty. Scotty, your announcer for the Tri-State Limos, correcting me on the name, Lamogas. As Lamogas has a nice little flag there. I'd like to see more drivers have little tiny flags on the car. It makes it a little more cool, you know what I mean? But through turns 1 and 2, we're going to go, as down on the inside, and it's a mad pack of cars. How many cars? I can't count that high. That's a lot of cars battling for the second spot. Looking to the inside is Nathan Recker over the 38S of Kyle Reed. Kyle Reed looking for a little different color scheme here. Well, maybe green's his lucky color. Oh, into the wall goes the 07 of Brooke Osler. Osler able to get it back going, but Tyler Thompson's able to cross the nose in front of Osler, take the position away from her. Battle for third raging on between Walding and Recker. As Recker able to step ahead of Walding for the time being. Walding's going to hit the high side, try and battle back for that third spot. Thompson on the back bumper of the 51 of Walding. Look at that. Flip-flop the numbers. The 51 and the 15 going at it for the 4th spot as your race leader. The 16 of Dalton Woodall takes the green. That's high in the air. We're 2 laps to go. Battle for second, racing on once again. Looking to the inside is the 24R of Nathan Recker over Kyle Reed. Reed able to drive away for the time being, but looking at it now, white flag is out. We got 1 lap to go for the 16 of Dalton Woodall. Woodall leads us through turns 1 and 2, and it's single file. Well, it's not quite single file, as Recker almost looked to the inside, not quite able to get there just then. 3 and 4 they go, and off of 4 it's going to be Dalton Woodall to the checkered flag. Battle for the second spot comes down to Kyle Reed in the 38S. It's Recker, Walding, and Thompson, your top 5. Rounding out the field, that one was going to be Vander Veen, and I believe it was Osler, Lamogas, and Anderson, your field. Inside row number 2 will be the 11 of Austin Price. To the outside, the T1 of Rusty Montang. Shotgun on the field is going to be the hot shoe of Interstate Speedway, the 86 of Willie Kirk out of Sloan, Iowa. Willie Kirk on a charge here the past couple races here at the Interstate Speedway. Looking to see what he can do from the back of the pack in heat race number 1 of your Sportmods. Green flag is out. We're back underway. Kramer leading us in the turn along with Woodle on his outside. Daniel Woodle, 16W. Hot looking cars. Now it's a 3-car situation down the back straightaway. Price was looking to the inside for a moment, thought better of it. Figured we got a couple laps to go here. We can settle some things out and charge it back up. Woodle takes over the lead as he hit the high side. Still on the high side. Kramer's going to look to the bottom, still try and charge it back up. It's a 5-car pack through the field. All cars still together as now Daniel Woodle is going to drive away. Kramer had to slide up in front of co-head Rusty Montang. Montang going to drive it down to the inside of Kramer. Kramer slams the door on Rusty Montang. Austin Price holding on to the second spot. Now Kirk's going to give a little tap to the back, says, come on through, and coming in to turn number 1 on the low side. Second spot going to go to the 86 of Willie Kirk. It's still a 3-car battle for not last as down the back straight they go. Kramer on the high side, drives to the middle. Two-head Rusty Montang diamonds the corner, going to get the run. Hits the high side once again, turn number 1, he's going to keep on going, but down the back straightaway they go. We are side by side for the race lead. Willie Kirk to the inside of Daniel Woodle. Low side run, it is the 86 of Willie Kirk. High side run, it is the 16W of Daniel Woodle. White flag is out, we got 1 lap to go, and we're battling hard for the race lead. Crossing over, here comes Daniel Woodle down the low side, not quite able to get there this time by. Through turns 3 and 4, and off of 4. Who's the winner going to be? It's going to be the 86 of Willie Kirk. Second is going to go to Daniel Woodle. Third at the line to Austin Price, just ahead of the 53K of Kramer, and rounding out your field, the T1 of Rusty Montang. Heat race number 2, making its way out on the speedway. On the pole is going to be the 52 of Kevin Wortman. To the outside, the 66 of Luke Jackson. Inside row number 2, we see the 2G of Jeff Olson. To the outside, the 48 of Tommy Tanner. Shotgun on the field for heat race number 2 is going to be the 19 of Joe Blake. 5 cars, 8 laps. IMCA Northern Sportmods, here to thrill. Off of turn number 4, Luke Jackson gets a good jump at the green flag into turn number 1 to go. He's got the race lead for the time being. Wortman on the low side, able to get. Nope, we're going to call that one back. That is a false start. I believe Luke Jackson was just a little hot on the gas, a little too early. So we have a moment of quietness. Don't forget to get 50-50 tickets down at the concession area. As a green flag racing once again. Green wide into turn number 1. Jeff Olson to the low side as Wortman's the meet in the middle and sandwich. He had to hit the brakes a little bit to save the car, but is able to get back going. And Luke Jackson, your race leader, into turn number 3. Off turn number 4, though, it's still going to be Luke Jackson. Tommy Tanner looking to the inside of 2G of Jeff Olson. We got a battle creeping on. Tanner down to the inside of Jeff Olson. Olson running the middle line. Luke Jackson up on the high side, ripping the lip. Around the outside he goes off turn number 4. Luke Jackson still your race leader as the battle for second. Raging hot and heavy between Tanner and Olson. Through turns 3 and 4, it's a 3-car battle for the race lead. Olson trying to hold off Tommy Tanner for that second spot while he tries to find his way around the leader of Luke Jackson, that's 66. Down the back straightaway, the race for the lead is on. Side by side into turn number 3 they go. Jeff Olson to the inside, he's going to slide it down low. Sets the car, drives it off of turn number 4, but the high side momentum holds on true as the high green flag goes. We got 2 laps to go. Luke Jackson still trying to keep that momentum on the high side. Down the back straightaway to turn number 3. We're going to come to the white flag this time by Jeff Olson on the low side, looking for the race lead. The momentum still good for Luke Jackson. Jackson in on the high side through 1 and 2. Jeff Olson trying to get the drive off the low side, not quite able to secure it, only has one last chance to give it a shot. Through turns 3, then 4 they go. Will the momentum keep him? It will. Luke Jackson takes home heat race number 2. Second goes to the 2G of Jeff Olson. Third goes to Tommy Tanner. Fourth to Wortman. And rounding out your field, the 19 of Joe Blake. For your F&T Motorsports IMCA Sport Compacts. Justice Limoges rolls off inside row number 8 to the outside. It's the 98 of Skylar Savage. Your 9th and final row on the field is the 22A of Tony Anderson to the outside and the 24 of Jacob Hemmelman to the outside. 18 cars, 15 laps the distance. It's time to see what they can do off of turn number 4. Wind them up and turn them loose into turn number 1. Through turns 1 and 2 they go. It's a 4-car battle for the second spot, but here comes Volker to the inside of Gossage for second. Slides it up, makes a slight bit of contact, but everybody stays clean and green through turns 3 and 4. We got a 3-car dance for the race lead, which is Reed heading to the inside of Volker. Volker to the inside of the 16 of Woodall. Woodall holding onto the race lead for the time being. Gossage with trouble had to get out of the gas and fall a bunch of spots down the back straightaway, gathers it back up, hits the bottom side, and is trying to mount a charge back to the front. Woodall holding on to Levi Volkert for the time being, as Volkert's going to hit the high side, try to make the run, but here comes Kyle Reed to the back bumper of the 712 of Levi Volkert. Single file up until about the 4th or 5th, and we got trouble in turn 3. Trouble in turn 3. And, yep, now we should go to the yellow. Yellow is out as Skylar Savage is up against the wall, was about to get it going, but another car came in late to the party and tagged him, and that was the 11 of Justice Limoges. Done in the infield there. I'll have to tag the back of the field on this one, though. Dalton Woodall, your race leader. Kyle Reed to the inside. Volker to the outside. We're going to go green flag racing off of turn number 4. 3 wide dancing for the race for second as we go through turns 1 and 2. Now it's a 4-car dance. Reed gets into the side of Woodall. Walding drives it down to the inside, has the race lead going into 3. Contact with the wall goes Volker. He's going to get it going, and then more contact with Gossage on the 24 Wrecker. Wrecker goes around. That, unfortunately, is going to cause us another caution on the field. Feature winner here at the Interstate Speedway. I believe he won season opener, if I remember correctly. Gonna set us off and go green flag racing off of turn number 4. Now the cone became a victim on that one. We'll see what they call on that, as a lot of cars drove down to the inside. I'm just not going to worry too much about it. Somebody's smoking pretty good as they go into turn number 3. Which cars? That's Aldape smoking like a banshee off of turn number 4. What do we got here? Tire rub. Major tire rub on the 7G of Gilbert Aldape. That tire's not long for this world. Yep, informed over the race receiver, he's got a bad tire rub. That tire will not survive the feature. Through turns 1 and 2 they go. Walding, your race leader. Battle is on for the 4th spot as Tyler Thompson looks to the inside of Mike Vogt. Mike Vogt holding on to the 4th spot for the time being. Single foul around the high side of the racing surface. Tyler Thompson dives it down to the low side. He's going to look to try and get to the inside of Mike Vogt. It is a 3-car battle for the 3rd spot. Thompson, also a previous winner here at the Interstate Speedway. He won the last time we were racing. He looks to the back bumper of Mike Vogt, dives it down to the inside as Vogt's on the outside of Dalton Woodall. Cross flags, we're halfway home in this feature. Through turns 1 and 2 we go. Dalton Woodall's got a pack of hungry dogs behind him as Tyler Thompson looks to the inside of Dalton Woodall through 3 and 4. Pokes the nose underneath. Is not quite able to get up to beside him just yet down the front straightaway. Dalton Woodle holding on for the time being. Mike Book on the outside of Tyler Thompson. Now Tyler Thompson's able to get much further up to the inside of Dalton Woodle. It's a 4-pack of cars racing for the 3rd spot. All behind your race leader, who is just kind of walking away with this one, Jacob Walding in the 51. Second is the 38, Cal Reed. The battle for 3rd is the story as Dalton Woodle is trying to hold off a hornet's nest. Tyler Thompson now hitting the high side, trying to follow in the footsteps of Dalton Woodle through turns 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway they go. Folk is on the back bumper of Tyler Thompson. Thompson right on the back bumper of the 86 of Dalton Woodle as we're going to come to 3 laps to go this time by. 4-pack of cars. Now Taylor Brown looking to the inside of the 44 of Mike Boak. Taylor Brown graduating very recently from high school. Moving on up in the world as he has graduated high school, but now up for the 3rd spot. It's going to be 15T and Tyler Thompson looking to the inside of Dalton Woodle. Woodle trying to hold him off as we got green high in the air. We got 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go in your IMCA Sport Compacts. Jacob Walding all on an island, all his own. Through turns 3 and 4, he's going to see the big bed sheet in the air. Go in the air is the white flag. 1 lap remaining for Jacob Walding in the NT Motorsports IMCA Sport Compacts. Started pretty deep in the field. Actually, started from row 4 on the outside. Now he made his way up to the front. He's going to take the double checkered at the Interstate Speedway. Jacob Walding, your feature winner. Kyle Reed. Then it's going to be Dalton Woodle holding off Tyler Thompson, Mike Book, and Taylor Brown. Well, race fans, he's about to climb out of the car. Give it a hand for Jacob Walding in the 51. Come on over here. We'll let everybody see you here at home and up here in the stands. Jacob, what a drive you made there in that one restart.
You know, on that restart, I just had to go for it and keep it there. And I'll keep it on the high side and keep it wound up.
I lost count, but how many cars do you think you passed on that one restart?
I don't know, 3 or 4.
3 or 4, 5, 6, a lot of cars. But you made your way up to the front. Who do you got to thank to get to victory lane here again?
Barb Johnson, Heidi McKeever, all my family, all my sponsors, everybody out here. Thank you.
All right, welcome to victory lane once again. You have some fun. Go celebrate. That's Jacob Walding, your feature winner in the M&T Motorsports IMCA Sport Compacts. And give them your best blessings as they try their best to put on the best show for you. Kramer, Wortman, Woodle, Price, Olson, Montag, Tanner, Willie Kirk, and Joe Blake, your field. 10 cars, 20 laps the distance. Who will take home the checkered flag here tonight? Lately, it's been Willie Kirk, but he's got a battle from deep in the field here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, off of turn number 4, the thunder rolls as we go green flag racing in the Sportmods. Through turns 1 and 2, nice and easy. 4 wide down the back straightaway. Who's going to think better of it? Luke Jackson and Wortman. Slower down to make it easy as here comes Rusty Montag to the inside. Deep in the field he goes through and is now battling for the race lead. Montag been having issues lately out there, but now he's got them all figured out as he's battling for the race lead with Woodle. Daniel Woodle, sorry, the 60W Daniel Woodle in Sportmod. We're 3 wide back there for 3rd. Rusty Montag secures that race lead. Through turns 1 and 2, we got a 4-car gaggle down the back straightaway. Off of turn number 4 this time, Olson's gonna look to the inside of Luke Jackson. Jackson up on the high side. Jackson almost tagging the wall through turns 1 and 2, but he's able to get that settled out and get it back going. Through turns 3 and 4, and off of 4. Luke Jackson crosses over. He's gonna battle back with Jeff Olson to the inside. Rusty Montag rolling off with a race lead. No problems at the moment as we go and we have lap count 5 laps down. 15 laps to go. Those at home, the ticker's a little bit slow behind. We have 15 laps to go. Rusty Montang is currently your race leader. Daniel Woodall in second. Luke Jackson's going to try and charge his way up to the front. He's now battling for that third spot. Trouble for the 86. He's got to hit the brakes for the 2G of Olsen. Olsen went around, started to go around on his own, but was unable to gather it back up. And Willie Kirk kind of smacked the brakes as the yellow is officially out. Delaware double foul order is made here, and Daniel Woodall's going to choose the inside line in that beautiful 16W. Great scheme on the 16W here this year. And Luke Jackson to his outside in a throwback scheme to one of his good friends. Off of turn number 4. We're green flag racing again. Oh, Daniel Woodall had to dive it back up. He almost hit the cone on the restart there. As we go through turns 1 and 2, Luke Jackson's up on the high side. Willie Kirk has made his way into the third spot. Willie Kirk driving down low, looking to pass Luke Jackson on the inside. Jackson's looking to hold him off for that second spot. As they come through turns 1 and 2, Jackson's still up on the high side. He's going to get the run. Willie Kirk got the drive. Kirk's got the second spot in the back of the pack. The 52 goes around, is able to get it clean of everybody. He's going to keep us clean and green. 3-car dance for the lead. Through turns 1 and 2 we go. Montag, he's got company. Willie Kirk driving to the inside. Look at him go through turns 3 and 4. Montag now has to drive a little bit differently as Willie Kirk sees the cross flag. Halfway home. Willie Kirk officially took the lead that time by .012 at the line. Close racing for your race lead. Montag hits the high side, bobbles it, but drives it down low. Will the crossover work? He's to the inside. Kirk into turn number 1. Less than a tenth of a second separating your top 2 that time by, as Willie Kirk now has a race lead. Montag's going to try and drive back on the high side. Battle for the race lead, still hot and heavy as we roll through turns. Oh no, the car spins her out in front of the field. Thankfully, lets off the brakes to let the car roll backwards, giving everybody enough time to go around him. Back on the gas, gets her back going in the correct direction. Michael Kramer as he joins the field with 8 laps remaining. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Rusty Montang shows the inside line. Green flag is out. We're back racing in the Sportmods. Jackson's hitting the high side. He's going to try and drive around the outside of Montang. Montang looking on the low side. Jackson hits the high side. Here comes Woodall to the inside of Jackson. Woodall got around the outside of the 48 of Tommy Tanner. Now Tommy's looking to the inside once again of Woodall. Down the front straightaway to go into turn number 1. We got 7 laps remain on this one. Montang 3 wheels into turn 1 and 2 on the low side. Jackson's hitting the high side. He's going to drive around the outside on the high side. Give that second spot to Jackson as he bobbles it in turn number 3. He's probably going to give that spot right back to Montang. No, he's actually going to keep it. Get the momentum up on the high side. Jackson now takes over the second spot. 3 wide for the third spot. Woodall up high, Montang in the middle, and Tommy Tanner down low. They go into turn number 3, and Montang slams the door on Tanner. Woodall gets the third spot away from Montang as we have 5 laps remaining. 5 trips around the Interstate Speedway, down the back straightaway. Into turn 3 they go. The battle for 3rd and 4th raging on between Montang and Tanner. Now it's going to be Montang looking for 3rd on Woodall. Your race leader, Willie Kirk in the 86, walking away with this one. No problems at all as we're going to come to the white flag. We have 1 lap to go. Willie Kirk driving it from the last starting position, as I've said before the heat race, from the outhouse to the penthouse It's going to be Willie Kirk in the 86, your feature winner. Second's going to go to Luke Jackson in the 66, Daniel Woodle in third, Montag in fourth, and your top five rounded out by the 48 of Tommy Tanner. That Skyrocket chassis treating him right. As he climbs up out of the car, give a hand to him. The 86W, Willie Kirk, in victory lane here tonight at the Interstate Speedway. Come on over here. Well, Chad, so the people at home can see you as well. Track seemed to work out good for you, didn't it?
Yeah, it was in very good shape tonight. It was right in my favor, right on the bottom where I usually run, and I was able to maneuver around everyone and be able to come from the back and win. It feels pretty good.
What's it like slicing and dicing through the field like that, starting from the very back and then making your way all the way to the front?
It's just making sure you don't pick the same line as the person in front of you and hoping they can hold their line like most people here can. I would like to thank all my sponsors and my mom, dad, Jake, for all their help that they do, and yeah.
We'll let you burn off that adrenaline here after that feature. Welcome to Victory Lane once again. Willie Kirk, your feature winner in the 86 IMCA Northern Sport Mod.